Hi there, and welcome back. I'm Teresa Moxley of Larkin Design, and so this is somewhat of an unusual angle because I thought I would share with you some of my studio space today and how I have prepared myself for December Daily and kind of how I've prepared my workspace for December Daily. And so I wanted to kind of show you overall what my studio looks like, and then I'll show you my workspace. And I'm just going to give you a disclaimer that this is my working studio, and so I'm in here every day, and this is like how it is every day. And so I didn't really go around and clean anything up or anything like that. It's just how it looks every day. And so this is my space, and pretty much this is where you find me most all day, every day, unless I'm like cooking in the kitchen or dropping off kids or whatever. And so my main workspace is right over here on the left underneath my window. And this is where I'm pretty much set up for December Daily, and that's all my video equipment and lighting and all that. And I chose this spot because of the window, because that's where the best lighting is. And obviously, like today, it's just pouring down rain out there and miserable, but anyway, this is where the majority of my work happens. And yes, I am actually working on December Daily right now. I have day one that's going on right now, and just working on that. We were out in Wilmington over the weekend, and so that's my day one. So I'm working on that, and I pretty much have most of my tools, they're nearby. This is my little Raskog #1 that has my heat gun, my adhesives, my Crocodile, just all that stuff. And then I have a lot of my Project Life cards in my kit. This is my Gossamer Blue kits that I keep. And then just little embellishment pockets and stuff like that are in there. And then I also have, there's my laptop, and then I also have like my pens and pencils and paintbrushes. And this right here is just the little bits and bobs that come off of a layout that don't really make it, and then when I need to fill something in, I go to that. And then my shelf over here is just, that's all my Etsy shop supplies and different things that I keep in there. So that's nearby. I'm always doing something with that. And then this cabinet over here on the right, this is my December Daily cabinet. It has actually a lot of my mini albums. But the majority of them are December Daily albums, and that's where I keep those. I just keep those there year round. If we're talking about Christmas in the middle of July, we'll be like, oh, let's look in the album. And so I like having them there, and they're protected in there. There's no sun or dust that gets in there. And then this is where I have all my product for my December Daily this year. And this is probably the most simple that I've kept it this year, I have to be honest, because in the last few years I've like way overbought and bought like every collection, and you know how that goes. So this year I did I ordered Ali Edwards' main kit, and then Peppermint Granberg Jones's mini kit, and then I got a little bit from October Afternoon and a little bit from My Mind's Eye. And so I just have, these are my papers and my stickers. right here, and then I have some transparencies that are just kind of waiting to go if I decide that I need them, and a couple of vellums, and then the little pieces that are left over from cutting. And so these are some of the other stickers and my brads, and here's my stamps that I'm using. I still have to put the cheer stamp in there because that just came the other day. So anyway, that's fun. And then let's see, these are some of the embellishments that were from the kit, and then those are the tags, although I don't know that I'm really going to use those this year. And then I have some other little stickers, just labels or whatever. I'm always looking for labels in the middle of December Daily. So I've got those right there, and then I've got these little labels in here too that I just thought, well, you know, maybe I'll come to those at some point. My washi tapes. I have 2 other buckets of washi tape over there. These are just the ones that I bought these from My Mind's Eye. And then a couple of others. This is the one that came in Ali Edwards' kit. So that one is really awesome. And then my glitter tapes. I buy these in bulk. I just use them all the time and love them. Some of my paints and some sparkly things. And this is just a little date stamp from Target, like at the dollar spot or something like that. So I thought, well, that's fun. And then I have a couple of my embossing powders over here, and a couple of punches and my tab punches, and then all my little sequins and sparkly things that I can't wait to use. And then in this tray, I just, you know, put everything in a little happy tray. Some of my wood veneer pieces, and these are, most of these in here are from past years. Gossamer blue from last year, some Heidi Swap, just whatever, basic gray that look like fun. That was Target from the dollar spot. And then my Ali Edwards, what I haven't used yet, and then some of the Ellie Studio, and I think there's probably some chic tags in there too from last year. These are the little trees from Allie's kit, and the little red snowflakes. And I have not used those yet. That's coming. That'll be fun. These are all the little number strips from Peppermint's kit from One Little Bird. So those are a lot of fun. And then that's one of the number tags from October Afternoon that I want to make sure I use. So I kind of have that there. Here I have some of my 3x4 cards that are left over, and a couple from last year, and then my little enamel dots, just a couple of those, and then these are just little bits and pieces, again, just that I plan to pull from wherever I need it, and then my 4x6 cards, and also my tabs. So that's kind of how I'm prepped and ready to go. I also have another couple of trays over here. This is my leftover papers from preparing my foundation pages. So if I need a little piece of paper or something, that's one of the numbers. This is one of the original numbers that I did that didn't get into the album. So that's there. And then I also have just this I call my little tray of magic. These are just all the numbers that I've collected over the years. And I just got irritated one year because I was digging through every collection I had just to find numbers for everything. So I picked up this little tray and just put them all in here. So now whenever I need a number, there they are. I probably won't use that very much this year because I've got my numbers already set up. But it's a good source for the year too for Project Life, because those numbers are just fun. So anyway, that is sort of how I'm set up, and so here we go. We're ready to start December, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you soon.